So
Yeah, so we have three different clouds available in our market. So any one of them you can start working on and create the instance. So virtual instance, any instance, what you're doing, it's a compute process. So cloud, compute cloud, we have in AWS Elastic Compute Cloud. That is, we are going to call it as EC2. So EC2 Elastic Compute Cloud, which is just same how we are created a virtual box in our system. What we have made in the Vagrant file, the same thing is similar type of things. We are going to use wizard step by step, step one, step two, like that. It is going to ask, and it is going to have more secure way of proceeding on that. You are going to configure
Pavan,
memory.
can you repeat once again, please?
Yeah. So when you're working on the Vagrant, we have a section where you can mention that memory, how much you want for one particular instance. Okay. In cloud terminology, we are going to call it as a virtual box, whatever you're saying in the Vagrant, that one as an instance. Okay. So VM instance is a generic term which we are going to use in the cloud. Okay. So in AWS, if you are going to log in, there is a EC2. The word is EC2. So what is the meaning of EC2? Elastic Compute Cloud. So compute cloud, we are computing how much we want. So yesterday we have seen we have the same machine, same physical laptop what you are having earlier. But how many virtual machines you are able to create? Three. Master and node 1, node 2. So how we are mentioned that one? Everything you have defined in a file. So that file when you are creating, every time you're going to ask something and you put the values. Suppose I'm going to ask you how many instances you want. Then you're going to give answer, I want 10. For my project, I want 10 virtual machines required. So 10 number is a compute. And you know how much RAM is physically it is there. It is having 16 GB on your laptop. Then you can calculate every machine can have 1 GB. Okay, so how you are doing, this is all calculation. So computing what? Infrastructure, hardware. Okay, so you are awareing of a little bit about the information of your infrastructure, and you are calculating, you are computing. So that compute word comes from that. So how much RAM, how much disk space, and how many CPUs. This is what more important precisely we are going to look in the instance creation type. So how we can create, what are the things? These are the different links. Okay, so in the Azure, we are going to call it as a VM, virtual machine. Okay, in GCP, we are going to call it as instance. All are same. Okay, GCP means Google Cloud Platform.
Okay.
You can see the icon in the bottom right side. GCP, full form is Google Cloud Platform.
Okay.
Okay, so for every account, if you are going to create, there is a free trial account to learners, students who can learn. So how the instance work, how the VM is. So you know already how VM will be created with your own system. Same thing, you are going to rent on somewhere. You know how a house will be in your own. Then you are going to think about where we can go, in which apartment we'll go, like that. So same thing here, AWS, Azure, GCP, all these are all providers, cloud providers. So they are providing us rent, pay as you go. So how much you want to use, how much, that much only you have to pay. And free trial account is one thing that is going to give you 3 months, 1 month, and maximum 3 months, and minimum is 1 month. So if you look at Azure is giving you 1 month free trial and with full access, all services we can access. AWS is giving 1 month full access, and there is some limitations on different services. GCP is also giving full free account services. So for every account when you create, you have to give the credit card details, and then you can use that free account. But unless until you know what is the billing, why we are using, what we are using, that compute values are actually used for billing purpose. Suppose I'm using 10 EC2 instances. The allowed is 5 only. So 5 instances are allowed, and if you created 5 more, then extra 5 instances will be billed, extra charged. Okay, so that is there. So when you're working with any one of these cloud instances, you can use putty in Windows machine, git bash in Windows machine. In Mac, you can directly use SSH connection to connect with the Linux machines. And you can also spin up Windows machines also. You can rent Windows operating system VMs also. And more flexible one is Microsoft Azure, that will give Windows latest versions images. So when you're creating image, when you're creating the virtual instance, there is a base. So when you are writing a Vagrant file, you are selecting Ubuntu 21.10. So that is a base. Okay, just like that in AWS also, you need to select that one, which type of virtual machine image you want to create instance. Okay, are you following me what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you have to sign up. So if you are sign up, then you can proceed. So what we are going to get in the after sign up, these are the values in the AWS. Okay, so if you see AWS, Amazon EC2 is a instance. So it is resizable compute capacity. So each one is going to call as a t-shirt size. So how men's or women's uses the t-shirt, XL, L, M, S, these are all different sizes. Just like that, they are fixed some sizes. Sizes for what? Sizes for RAM, hard disk, CPUs. These combinations, they defined it as a t-shirt sizes. And when you go for the free tier, one of that t-shirt size will be fixed as a free tier. Okay, so and how much time we are going to have? 750 hours per month you are allowed to access that particular instance, that VM. It's a lot of time. So if I'm working on these sessions, right, I am able to give you 2 hours session, 2 hours if I'm using every day, 30 days, even then you are getting a lot of hours. Okay, so you can save a lot of time and you can also do practice, even then you have much more hours in a month. Okay, so if you compare this Linux machine and Windows machine, Linux is a more flexible, and most of the projects in real time they're using Linux VMs in the cloud.
Okay.
And most of the important thing is, if you are using GUI takes mouse clicks and all those things will take longer time to process. And we have to know more command line, more commands. If you know more faster way, you can use that applications or whatever. Okay, so coming back here, we can have the space, disk space, that is we're going to have 500 MB per month. So every instance when you create, it is going to call it as a T2 macro instance. T2 macro will be giving maximum 20 GB.
Okay.
Okay, so 20 GB when it is attached to the disk, that will be we have to use, and that only the limitation for one free tier. If you want more, then you have to pay. So different things are there. We have to focus on this. Lambda functions, this is not required. It's a serverless computing time. We are going to use this one, AWS Lambda. Elastic load balancer, when you work with the web servers, when you configure a web server, that server can be redirected. Suppose you are having 10 web servers, one entry point should be there. So that should be load balancing between the all 10 web servers. So that is called load balancing. So ELB means elastic load balancing. So that is also given 750 hours per month. And there is some limitations, the disk spaces and caching capabilities, etc. So more things are there if you explore more on that one. And one storage, just like how we are having extra hard disk other than laptop, you are going to connect other than the external hard drive, right? Like that, we can attach, detach anytime. So Amazon is providing S3 buckets. S3 is a storage, secure storage we are going to get, and it is very simple to use. So simple storage service. Amazon simple storage service is called S3. So it is going to have 5 GB standard storage, and if required, we can increase as per the project requirements. EFS, it is a file storage system, elastic file storage. So today I'm working on Ubuntu, the same disk is required, same software is required in CentOS. So that shared drive, suppose we are putting in the pen drive, that software is required, right? So you want to carry to Charanya system, Charanya install it and give it to Maheshwari. So how we can exchange with the same pen drive, the same like that we can use in the cloud also, EFS, elastic files storage. So this is another shortest memory, but it will be fastest access capabilities.
Okay.
Cloud front, it is somewhat complicated thing, but right now we don't need. When you work with that data transfers between the system, between the regions and all those things, that's somewhat higher level. So we'll skip at this moment. Block storage will be automatically connected with the EC2 instance. Okay, so 30 GB of Amazon EBS, and it is going to be connected general purpose SSD. So SSD is a little bit slower compared with any other, because we are learning free tier, then we can use this general purpose disk space only. Okay, so what we are going to do in the EC2 instance, log into the AWS console, we have to select the region. So when you are selecting the region, all over the world, they are having some 150 data centers, and each data center, again, they are having the A, B, C like that. Okay, we have to select nearest one, because if you access, you're sitting at US and you're trying to access Japan's, or you're accessing Australia, it is a longer distance, and accessing two problems. One is accessing takes longer time, or connecting, putty connecting, or your SSH connection will take longer time. Okay, the second thing is billing also. So you are sitting at US and you're trying to access some other region, then they might charge much higher. So always look for the best region, nearest region. So when you launch the EC2 instance, we are going to have a wizard. It is going to have 6 steps, page by page. You are going to have step 1, step 2, step 3 like that. After that, you can have your instance. So when you're running this wizard, you are going to select Amazon machine image. Amazon machine image, the list, just now I told you there is a different t-shirt size. So you have to select free tier, T2 micro, you have to select in the AMI. After selecting that, you are going for the instance type, hardware. So when you are selecting this one, you have T2 macro already pre-defined sizes. Suppose you want to decrease the hardware size, they are giving 20 GB hard disk. You can go for 10 GB. You want to create 2 instances, then less hardware you can use. So configure network. So network, how many members you want to, how many instances you want to create. There is a virtual private network. We are also call it as AWS VPC. So one company you are working on, you're going to have 10 VMs. So that 10 VMs you keep in a one particular network, private network. It should not be accessible for other people or open to everyone. That should not be happen. So what you are going to do, you are going to create VPC. So selecting VPC, then after that, you're going to select the storage hard disk space. Then we configure the key pair. Last step is key pair, attach it to your instance. So how we have created the Vagrant VirtualBox, the same process here. Key pair is going to have 2 things, private key and public key. And the opposite thing here is the private key, we are going to get it from the AWS. Private key we have to download and keep it with us. Okay, so once that private key is downloaded, we can connect with the putty, or we can use SSH in the terminal, and we can connect to them. Okay, so launched instance, we can connect. This is the process we want to do now. Maheshwari, you're ready with your AWS account?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm stopping sharing my screen. Now you can become a host and share your screen. Maheshwari, you are the host. Please log in. Yeah. So how we just create our Gmail address, same way we can also create account in your AWS, and here Maheshwari already created. So you can do the same thing, Serenia.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So in the top, there is a search for services, right? So the search for services, as I mentioned, we have a lot of services in AWS. Right now, they are having 200 plus services. So in that, we are going to use EC2 as a service, one service, EC2. Yeah. Okay. So here you can see the complete dashboard about the EC2, the resources, how we are going to create, and all those things we can connect here. So first thing, select the instances.
You want to?
Yeah. So here you can see a couple of instances already having. So you can create a new instance anytime. So instance, launch instance, you can launch.
Here.
Launch instance, the bottom side you can see, right?
Yeah. I got it.
Okay, so when you click the launch instance, it is coming. I think your screen is jumping.
Yeah.
Okay, launch an instance. So here you can see AWS AMIs here. Okay, so T2 macro we have to select, and just a little bit scroll up. You can see there Ubuntu, Microsoft, Red Hat, SUSE. These are all Linux boxes. Different AMIs are available there. Okay. There you can
Like when I did it, it was a little different. Like I used to see that AMI and all the 7 steps.
okay. Make template.
Yes, this one. Maybe they have
Start. Okay. So now you can see there are different options, and in that one, just scroll a little bit down. Scroll down. Scroll down. How many instances you already have? Do you know the count?
3.
And none of them are in running state, right?
Yeah, I stopped everything.
Okay, good. So I am asking the limitation is five instances only we can run.
Oh, okay. Actually, I just created and I also got billing as well.
Okay, just scroll down.
So
In this one you can search. So this one quick start is giving you all AMIs. You can also create your own AMI, and we'll create Ubuntu instance.
okay.
When we can create Mac also, you can see here Red Hat. Yeah,
This
here
one?
we can see Ubuntu.
This one?
Yeah,
Retail.
20.04 is there. Yeah,
Yes, 20.04.
select that one. So you are saying the wizard step by step. So now you are
Same
in
Mac also, right, Pawan?
you
We
can
have to do same thing.
this is browser. From the browser you are selecting, right? So you can do it. So in general projects, we are going to select everything. This selecting process only for learning purpose. This wizard will be only for learning purpose. In real-time projects, we don't use this wizard. We put a file, launch it. AWS CLI commands will be there. Command line commands will be used.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you see here, the different t-shirt size types are there. Different families are there, and free tier is already default. It is selected.
Yeah.
All right. And you can see the memory, that is 1 GB is attached to this RAM. And hard disk,
EBS.
you can see EBS. What does EBS means, Charanya?
Elastic service.
Elastic block storage.
Block storage.
Elastic block storage.
Block.
Yeah. So next, after selecting this one, you have to select
One
how many
instance.
instances you want to create. Suppose I want to create 100. I can give 100 here. So in real-time projects, you're going to give more number. Here, let's go with one single instance. And you know what we are giving here, everything, it is going to create one template, one file, just like our Vagrant file. Then it will launch, and that launching part will be very fast, super fast. All right, so one instance we are going to create here, and anything else we are going to see here, that network. So the second one, what you are saying, then virtual private network, VPC. So generally we can create our own, and it is automatically creating a default VPC for us. So what you are seeing here, it is default virtual private network. But in real-time projects, we will have a specific one. And what
So they are going to give us that
yes,
network.
in this VPC, in this one only you have to create the instances like that. Okay. And subnet. So you can also select the subnet. When you are created VPC, there are two options. Subnets, private subnet, public subnet. Okay. And already existing one we can use, and every instance will be fall into separate subnet. You want two instances need to be communicate. For example, you are created Jenkins master, Jenkins slave need to be connected. So in our case, in Vagrant, we are giving same IP address ranges you have given, right? Yesterday, 192, 168. After that, 33 is one subnet, 56 is another subnet. So if you are putting all in that 56, all the three boxes can communicate. If you are putting in 33, all the three boxes can communicate. Intercommunication will be possible. So that's why the subnet will be used. Subnet, there are two subnets: private subnet, public subnet. Okay. Yeah. Right now, leave it as it is, and we can go ahead and proceed. And whenever you want to launch this one, you want to run something, then you are going to give user data section. Okay. Here, that hard disk. When you see here, there is by default 8 GB is allocated for root storage. Okay. And you can add one more. Okay, and last 10 minutes for this session now. Now quickly do add one more new volume. Can you do that? Yeah. So that is EBS. So Elastic Block Storage is automatically allocated, and you can select 8 GB general purpose, and you can increase up to 10. 10 GB you can add there. Okay. Yeah, so we
The
have to select
snapshot.
Amazon, AWS. There is a lot of options are there. Just scroll a little bit down. VMDK is enough, I think.
This
if,
one.
if we don't select what it is going to, yeah, it is first one we can select snap. Okay, and check the delete on termination. So when you remove this virtual machine, we are going to remove this hard disk also. We don't want to keep it. Sometimes we need to keep in real-time projects. So this is one of the important point when you attach a disk. Okay, so free tier eligibility is 30 GB. We have used 10 GB out of it. Okay. Anything else? Just a little scroll a little bit down. That's all. So we can also attach file systems. There are some 60 types of file systems are available in Unix, Linux systems. If it is required, we can use that one. At the moment, we'll go with the default one. Next.
Okay.
So whenever you create an instance, need to identify what type of this one. So let's name it name. Yeah, key is a name, and name it as, we selected Ubuntu, right?
Yes.
Yeah, just mention Ubuntu. Ubuntu 20 or 21? 20, I think.
21.
Okay.
Ubuntu
So
21.
21 you selected.
Yes.
Okay.
20.04.
20.04 you have selected, Maheshwar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Ubuntu
okay,
server 20.04.
I remember the one which we have done in the background.
Okay. Okay, fine. So we can, this is just for naming convention. It's not required any hard and fast rule.
Okay.
You have to use this one only. And if you give 21 also, no matter. So
Okay.
just name. Okay. Sometimes we are going to use this one Ubuntu Jenkins. Sometimes we are going to use this for Git. So whatever we are learning, we create one instance and configure that. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Next.
Configure.
Yeah. Security group, very important when you're going for creating the instance. So generally what we are connecting with the SSH, by default, we will have that 22 port is that used here. Okay. So don't change that one. Add one more rule. For example, we may launch HTTP. So HTTP by default 80, right? HTTP yes also you can select. Yeah. So these are the protocols, and you can save this. The top one, there is name, right? Launch wizard one. So that one you can save, and next time also whenever you use that, you can reuse that one. So what we are creating, it's a security group, SG. So SG hyphen. What is the protocols we have used? SSH. The protocol type you can see in the first column, right? SSH hyphen HTTP hyphen HTTPS. You can give lowercase also, no problem. HTTPS, just to identify what you have in the security group.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So this will create one security group for this particular instance. Same thing we can reuse next time when you create the new instance. Okay. Review and launch. So review and launch will show all the options, step 1 to step 6, whatever you selected, all the options will be displayed. If you want anything, you can edit it anytime.
Okay.
Okay. Scroll down, go up to the tags, check the tags, what you have selected. Okay. Storage. Done. So you can launch. So when you're launching, you can create a key pair. So let's create, there are two options, already existing one you can use, or you want to create a new one. So let's go for new. Choose an existing pair you are having, right? Just in that one, you select new, create new key pair. So there is two different key pair options. We can use RSA, you can use ED25519. Okay, so we'll go with RSA and give the name. So what we are giving, it's AWS. Name of the pair, we can mention it as a AWS keys. Yeah, that's it. What they're mentioning, you have to download it. Okay, download the pair. Done. Scroll down and launch. So when you download it, it is having the file extension as a .pem. Okay, so it is launching.
It can only be modified on EBS devices.
Okay.
This one, what we have selected for
10 GB.
I think this one.
Snap. Okay, 10 GB. Which you are allocated is not encrypted. Edit that one. Edit the storage. Okay. So what is the error actually? You cannot select this one, VMDK.
VMDK, where it is.
And just now you the file extension image VMDK.
Right.
If we check that error, then we can fix actually.
I think
While
then
launch, go to review launch once again. What is the error you're seeing there?
here.
Okay,
I
here
have
you
to
select. Yeah, that is correct only. No, it's
choose.
you already selected that.
Okay.
Check, acknowledge.
AWS keys, what means by RSA?
RSA is one protocol.
Oh,
It's saying Snap HOTL can only be modified on EBS devices.
Okay.
So what we have selected, I think that we have to change maybe.
Initially launches failure. So in the right side you have retry failed task.
Like in the drop down, we have selected, like first it was nothing in that box. Then we have dropped down and selected one option right here.
In the storage section.
Yeah, before the storage section. So
Okay, so if you want to edit the storage, then okay,
this
fine.
one,
You can delete that one. Okay, you this one is not working.
yeah, that was not working. I was thinking this could be the reason.
Okay. So you can
Before
select
it was empty.
leave it
Then
like
just
empty.
one copy it. This it is working. Snap OFS.
Yeah.
You copy that one, put it here. Just I'm telling. I don't.
Okay, leave it that empty and try
Okay.
launch. Select checkbox.
Yeah, now it has created.
Okay.
Okay, so it will create instance on the fly. I think that size. Okay, now how do we connect? FM file is launched.
Disabled
Okay.
participant screen sharing.
Now.
We need to select this and then connect. Connect. Hello.
Hello, Pawan.
Hello. So you are able to connect with the instance?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. All right. The same thing you have to do when you create the account, Sharanya. So this is the same what you are seeing in the Vagrant virtual box. Ubuntu, when you create, Ubuntu instance will be launched. That's it. So here the user is Ubuntu user. There you are using Vagrant user. That is the only difference. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So today instance creation is done. Okay. So what we'll do to try to understand this same process. I'll be on mute. Maheshwari will help. Sharanya will create the account. Sharanya, take the credit card and try to do that account creation now.
Okay.
So Maheshwari, make Sharanya as a host.
Yeah.
I'll come back within 2 minutes.
Sure.
So I did my documentation. So do I have to send it in to your Gmail account or
Yeah, Mageshwari.
Hello.
Hello, Mageshwari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sharanya, share your screen.
Yeah, Mageshwari.
Create new AWS account. Click on that.
This one?
Down. Yep. Root user email address. You can give your email address. And account name, you can just give your some short name of yours, whatever you are comfortable with.
Okay.
Yes, press on. So you'll be getting a verification code in your Gmail. Verify. Your email has been successfully. Now you can just set your password. That should be good, I think. Give one uppercase and a number. And now continue step 1. Never. Yes. Address. I selected personal for own project. Scroll down. Yes. Scroll down. Check the box and continue. And here you have to give your credit card number. Expiration date, year. Cardholder name. And verify. And continue. Text message and country, you have mobile phone number. Scroll down. Here you need to, that security check you have to give that. WBFDN. I also had the same problem. It will take like 3 or 4 times to get FNBPSC. Try to use that speaker. Oh, now it got it. Verify code. Continue step 4 of 5.
So 4619.
Basic support, you need to select the free one. Scroll down. Yes, complete sign up. Now go to AWS Management Console. So now give your
Email address.
not email address, that name which you have given. Or you can give your
Email address.
no. I think you have to give your name itself, only name.
Okay.
Select that IAM user.
We can create now.
Yeah. Password. No, that 12-digit authentication account ID. I think, can you check in your mail ID if you got any number?
One minute.
Account ID number.
No.
Okay, try using that signing using root user email. It's down.
Below the sign in. Yeah.
Yeah. Next. Password. Click sign in. Yep.
So all set. You are into the AWS console. So now select in this EC2 search services. Select the EC2. Yeah, click that. So you just selected the star that indicates the favorite. So every time that will be on top search. All right, launch instance. Just now, whatever
Down in the orange.
Yeah.
Click on that. The orange one. Yeah. Click on that. Just in the blue box, just opt out to the old experience. Select that. Click on that.
Where?
Right in the right side up.
Oh, add additional tags.
No. There is a blue box, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. Yes. Now here, scroll down. Scroll down.
Now create CentOS. You create CentOS box. Is it there, CentOS?
CentOS.
It's not there.
No.
No. Okay. There is a second option in this one. Just scroll it up. Marketplace. My marketplace will be in the left side. Go up. Yeah. Marketplace. There is search. Search box is there. CentOS. Type CentOS. Yeah. Yeah. First one. It's a free tier. We'll continue. And it is showing free tier here. Okay. So it is also same sizes, CPU1, CPU, virtual CPU.
Configure and instance detail.
Yes. Click in the bottom side, next configure instance details.
Number of instances.
Create 2. Number of
We
instances.
need to give 2.
Yeah, just try 2. Something different we have to try, right? Okay.
Next, add storage.
Storage. Yeah, go ahead.
Zoom out.
Okay. What we have in the bottom side, this. Okay. Can you go previous? Previous. Scroll down. Scroll down. Down. Complete down. I just want to see user data. Okay. So whenever that instance launches, we want to say welcome Serenia. So that message should be displayed. How to do that? So in the options, you just say echo, and give a space in double quotes, welcome Serenia. Double quotes close. That's it. Next.
Add storage.
Yeah.
Add new volume.
Add new volume.
Down.
So 8 GB by default it is giving. You want to give 5 or 10? Okay. Anything. Yeah, it's your choice. You can go with 12. No problem. 30 GB is there. You can use it. So add a tag.
Click to add new tab. Name.
So capital
Ubuntu.
letter.
You can give anything. It's not necessary it should have a capital or like that. It's a key value just for identifying this, what is this machine is for.
We can do Ubuntu.
You are
Or
creating CentOS.
Okay.
A name and the CentOS.
In the key section, name, and in the value, you CentOS.
Okay.
Configure security group.
The bottom left, select that and
Add rule. HTTP.
HTTP.
And one more HTTPS.
you can select as many as you want as per your requirements. It's not necessary you have to go only for 2.
Security group name.
You can change the name, group name.
Security group name.
A second.
Delete, right?
Yeah, right.
SG.
Yes.
SG group. And what is the protocols you are using here? You can just mention that. SG-SSH-HTTPS.
HTTPS.
Okay. Review and launch. Check everything good. Okay. Launch. Now key pair. Create
Drop down, create new key pair.
RSA. Name it. Center AWS keys. AWS keys. Same thing we'll use every time.
Download key
But
pair.
then space.
Even
Don't use
hyphen, right?
Yeah. It should be single word. Yeah.
Okay.
Download it. Done. Okay. Now launch.
Oh, an error has occurred.
Okay. That's not a problem. Okay. In this one, launch instances.
Oh, SSG, I got SG.
Whatever.
Oh, correct.
Invalid name.
Yeah. SG-star.
Back to review screen.
Edit that name. Security group.
Right side.
Give capital letters.
Oh, actually, she has to select an existing security group.
No.
No.
She's creating new only. The only name problem.
Okay. Acknowledge checkbox.
Two instances it is creating. It's taking a little bit time, I think. Okay. Open one terminal.
Oh, terminal.
Yeah. Go to downloads. CD downloads. ls-l. Okay, that is the last file. AWS keys is present here. Okay. Yeah, you can see this terminal only at the big screen, right? You can press the top left side icon, first icon. Click that one. And there is up arrow in the terminal on the right side.
Explore that one.
Right side down.
In the terminal.
In the terminal window, yeah.
Okay. Clear the screen. Check the browser. Is it launch the instances? Okay, so your instances are now launching. Then view the what is it? Instructions to connect. Yeah, click that one. User instruction centers.
Login at root.
Root using the key specified at the launch. Additional information may be found. There is a wiki page. Import. Such key based login as a root user. Amazon recommends setting upon non-root user for the required instances access. And okay. Okay, there is instructions you have to follow, read it and go through that. Okay, come back to the console, EC2 instance, AWS page. On the top, there is a left side EC2 is there, right?
Icon below AWS.
EC2. Yeah.
Yeah, click that one. So in the instances running, you can see that two instances are running. Okay, click the
Okay.
instances running. Okay, so these two are running state. Good. So when you launch, it is in pending, then it will come to the running state. So here you can see the names we don't have for these
Okay.
instances. So you can edit that one. You click that pencil symbol. Yeah. So mention that node 1. So save it. Node 2. Okay. Save it. All good. So let's connect to the node 1. Click on the node 1.
Check.
Yeah.
Uncheck.
Select only one. Okay. So there is on top connect option is there above. Yeah. So just above you can see connect. So in that you can see how to connect. So username is CentOS and session. Where is it? Session manager SSH client is there. Click on the SSH client. Okay. So there is example, right? Copy that example. Yeah, copy and go to terminal, paste it. If it doesn't work, then do the chmod command there. Yeah, enter. Yes. You are on. You're not able to connect.
Yeah.
Okay. So what they are saying that file permissions change it to 400. Chmod.
CH.
Go to go. Yeah, command is given there. Just click that double square. You can copy automatically. Enter. Now again try. Enter. Yeah. Now you are into CentOS box. Perfect. Okay. So how do you confirm? Just clear the screen.
LSLR.
Yeah, clear. Okay. Now you can see the prompt that is user is CentOS @ is the IP address. So how we are connected, that domain name we are given in the SSH command. That's why we are able to connect. Okay. The same thing you want to connect from the node 2. Right now you are in node 1.
Okay.
Okay. And how do we know this is a CentOS box or Ubuntu box? There is a simple command. So this is, we have to note, this is a Linux command. Okay. So grep means it is going to find something inside a file. Okay. Is it present in a file or not? It is going to find. So grep is a command. Grep space grep grep space -i. I means ignore the case. So lowercase, uppercase, there are two options, right? So in any case, it will work. Ignore means it may be capital, it may be lower, it may be combination of that, the word which you are going to find. That one we are going to give now. Okay, give a space. Now we are going to search for a pretty word. Pretty. 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 Pretty woman. Okay. So they give a space. One space. After that, /etc/OS release. /OS, just tab. Try to give tab. It's not working. Just go up to OS. Use the tab.
No, it's not working.
Not working. Okay, just to remove that OS release. Release type REL.
No, tab. Yeah, it's working.
So Red Hat release is there. Release. Same way you can also try OS release. It will work actually. Release. Just type release, then see is it going to work or not.
No.
Such files.
Files are.
Okay. So Red Hat release, try that. Okay. Oh, it's not coming. Okay, do one thing, ls-l/etc. Give a space after T, etc. Okay, there so many files. So where is the release? OS, MNOP, OSCO, security device, there just local. Only resolve.conf is there. Okay, fine. Leave that part then. Just clear the screen and type uname. Uname.
New name.
Username.
Okay.
That's it. Enter. So you just confirming what kind of operating system you are in. So it's a Linux operating system. Uname -a, up arrow and -a, add that one. -a. Okay. Enter. So this will give long details about what operating system, what is the processor capacity and other stuff. Now type ARCH. ARCH. Enter. So what architecture of this operating system? So it's a 64-bit architecture. x86 64-bit architecture. When you're selecting T2 macro, it is all showing this one. And we are just selected highlighted T2 macro only we selected and move on, right? So these are all verifications we can do in real-time project. How many CPUs are there? So you can just simply type LSCPU. LSCPU, single word, no space. Okay. So how many CPUs? We selected virtual CPU 1, right? When you're selecting that system configuration hardware, that time you are selected one CPU, one virtual CPU. T2 macro will have that one CPU only. If you want two, then you have to go for another t-shirt size. Okay, so how much speed the CPU will be? You can see that CPU megahertz MHZ line. So these two things you have to identify from this output. One is how many CPUs, how many cores. The second thing is speed. CPU MHZ, that is the speed. 2300 is the speed. Okay. Right. How much memory is allocated in the Linux system? How we can check? Simply you can type free -m. Free space -m. Enter. So this is in MBs, megabytes. Okay. So one GB is given actually, and it is approximately 900 and some bytes. Okay. This much memory is allocated for this CPU, this system CentOS box. Okay. So now you can also connect to the second node 2 also. Can you just go to quickly the browser? Yeah. So when you go to the EC2, you can see launch instances, right? Just like how you came to connect instance, go to the second node and get that information. Select the second node. Yeah. Then connect. Go to the SSH client. Yeah. So now you can copy the example line. So this and that both will be different domain names. Okay. Copy that line, SSH line. So here we don't have AWS keys.pem file in the node 1. So right now you are in node 1 terminal.
Okay.
Right? If you hit enter, you will get error. Hit enter, see the error, happily.
Yeah.
Yeah, say yes. It won't connect. Yeah, obviously. You can see the same host name, the name. Okay, so exit. Permission denied. So if you want to connect from node 1 to node 2, what do you need to do? Take that PEM file, copy here, and then connect. From node 1 to node 2, you can connect. Okay, so where is the PEM file? You know already it is available in your downloads. Can you open that PEM file? Okay, it is first file. Hello, Sharanya.
Yeah.
The first file is here.
AWS keys.
Open that file in the notepad or any editor. Open that in any editor. Open with, you have the choice.
Yeah, open key, sir.
Don't use that editor, any editor use. Okay, can you
Others.
others?
Click on others.
Yeah, click on others, go to VS
No,
Code.
no, you're not selecting the AWS one. That's not the right one. Cancel. Select that AWS keys. Then right click, open with other. Here, try to see if you have
VS
any
Code.
notepad.
Code. Visual Studio Code. VS Code. Do you see VS Code? No?
No.
Okay. So in the terminal only you can come, you have another terminal, right? Green color,
Yeah.
not VS Code terminal. Yeah, there. Here you can just see, you are in downloads. Can you go to downloads? CD downloads. Okay, come one directly back. Downloads, DOW, tab, enter. Okay, cat, cat, space, give that file name, AWS, tab, use the tab, enter. Okay, copy that from the beginning line to end of the line. Copy that. Don't copy the last, up to the dashes only. End of RSA, private key is there in the last line. Till that one, you have to copy dashes.
Okay.
Yeah, copy it. Okay. Now copy it. Go to the VS Code now. VS Code. Okay. Here, VI. Hello.
Yeah, 1 minute.
VI. Same file name. AWS-keys.pem file. AWS-keys KYS.pem. PEM. Yeah, enter. I for insert.
Right.
Yeah. Now right. Paste it. Paste.
Command V.
Save it. Escape, :X. Escape, press escape, :X. If you delete any character, it won't work. Okay, do one thing. Don't do X.
WQ.
Okay. And once again, can you do paste?
Okay.
:0. :0. Okay, now D shift G. D for delete, G shift. Okay, it's not working. Okay, I for insert. Okay, escape. Now :X. :X.
X.
:X. Save or :WQ.
Okay.
Enter. Okay, now do the same SSH command. Up arrow, up arrow. Up arrow.
One more.
SSH-I, yeah, that one. Enter. Okay, you connected. No, it is failed.
It's
Again.
not. It's
Yeah,
failed.
it's failed. You have to give the permissions. chmod 400. chmod. Don't do up arrow.
Okay.
Control C. Don't do backspaces. Time waste. I have little time now. chmod space 400 space AWS tab. Enter. Now do up arrow SSH-I. Show the screen. Prime expert remaining. You can't miss. Are you able to connect?
Yeah, 1 minute.
Go to VS Code. Yes, you are connected. You see the IP, the name you changed. You got the change, right? Okay. So any point of time from the node 1 to node 2, you can connect because the PEM file is present in the directory, home directory.
Okay.
Okay. And you can double check the IP addresses. You can simply say IP space A. Enter. So we'll see all the Unix commands in a separate session. Don't worry about that one. So here there are two different configurations about the IP. One is LO, means local loop. Second one is ETH1. So ETH1, the next third line, you can see 172. Yeah, ETH0 is there, right? Sorry.
Okay.
That IP address you see 172 INET line, you can see, right?
Okay. INET.
So
172.80.
yeah, that IP address is allocated for this node 2.
Okay.
So 215, well, at the end you can see 215. The same thing is in the host name, in the prompt also you can see 215. If you exit means you can do in two ways. You can type exit or you can simply press Control D.
Control V.
D. Okay, so you exited. Now you see 27 prompt. At the prompt, you are in the node 1. Now check the same IP command, IP space A. So what we are getting, it's node 1 IP address. Okay, you see that INET line 27 is the ending number. So hope you understood how we can launch instance, how we can connect, what is the use of PEM file, private key, public key, RSA key pair, lot of things. But yeah, you started launching, right? So you do whatever you did today, same thing you do it yourself for Ubuntu. CentOS you did with our guidance. Now you have to launch your Ubuntu instance without anyone help. Saranya.
Okay.
This is the challenge. So I want to see your SSH prompt working. That screenshot I want from the Ubuntu.
Ubuntu. Okay.
Okay. All the best. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Tomorrow we'll connect back.